So hello and welcome guys. Hope you guys are doing well. So today we'll talk about the chart of Bitcoin and along with that USDT dominance, coins like IOST, Sol, Koti and Luna which can give you good profit in upcoming time. So if you guys have any queries or confusion like where to put your buy and sell orders, then you should surely watch this video. And if you guys want to join our Telegram channel for more updates, then you can join through the link mentioned below in description. Starting the video here, as you guys can see, the BTC has broken our horizontal support of 37,500 here and is now trending on our lower trend line support, that is around 35,500. So if you guys want to take entry here, then you can take entry according to our mentioned supports, that is around 35,000 to 35,500, because these entries would be safe as it is mentioned here. It is having our lower trend line support at 35,500 and also our horizontal support at 35,000. So just make your safe entries here according to the mentioned zone. As you guys can see that BTC take support on a lower trend line and gives a good bounce back. Again it took support on a trend line and gives a good bounce back. Again it is trying to take support on a lower trend line and there is possibility that it will give a good bounce back here. So make your entries here with very low leverages and stop losses here according to our mentioned zones. As you guys can see that BTC is trying to take support on our lower trend line. I had opened this chart in the smaller time frame of 30 minutes. You guys can see that BTC is here trying to take support on a lower trend line. So if you guys want to take entry here, you guys can take entry according to our mentioned zone, that is 35,500 to 35,000, and take very low leverages here with stop losses. Moving on to our next graph, as you guys can see that I had opened the chart of USDT dominance here. You guys can see that USDT dominance is forming ascending triangle here. It is forming ascending triangle here and it also broke our resistance zone. As you guys can see, it broke our resistance zones, which is not a good sign for BTC and altcoins here. So if you guys are taking entry here, you guys should put stop losses and take entry with very low leverages. So moving on to our next graph, as you guys can see that I had opened the chart of IOST here. So if you guys want to take entry in IOST, then you can make your first entry here at 0.021 according to our horizontal support. As you guys can see that IOST is having our white trend line support. It was facing resistance firstly. As you guys can see, it was facing resistance and then after breaking our trend line, now this trend line is acting as support. So if you guys want to take your first entry here, then you can make your first entry here according to our horizontal support, that is around 0.021. Keep this in your mind that you guys should take very low leverage and put your stop losses in your trades, because USDT dominance is forming ascending triangle and it also broke the resistance zone. Moving on to our next graph. So as you guys can see that I had opened the chart of Sol here. So if you guys want to take entry in Sol, then you can take entry according to our horizontal support, that is around 78. You can make your first entry here at 78. As you guys can see that Sol again came here on our support. So if you guys want to take entry, you can take entry here at 78 and you can put stop loss at 77. And if your stop losses will get hit, then you can make your second entry according to our lower trend line support, that is around 68.2. As you guys can see that Sol takes supports on our trend line and gives a good bounce back. Again it took support and gives a good bounce back. Again it took support and gives a good bounce back. Again it is nearly at our support and there is possibility that it can get a good bounce back. So just if you are taking your entries here, make sure that you are taking very low leverage and take entry according to the mentioned zone here, that would be around 78. The first entry will be here at 78 and put your stop loss at 77, and if that stop loss will get hit, then you can take your second entry according to our lower trend line support, that is around 68.2. Moving on to our next graph, that is Koti. As you guys can see that I had opened the chart of Koti here. So if you guys want to take entry in Koti, then you can make your first entry here at 0.17 according to our according to our white trend line support. As you guys can see, firstly this trend line was acting as resistance for Koti, but after breaking this, now this is acting as support. So if you guys want to take entry here, you can make your first entry in Koti at 0.17 with very low leverages. So moving on to our next graph, that is Luna. As you guys can see that Luna is forming descending triangle here. So if you guys are planning to take entry in Luna, then you can take a small entry here at 76.4, but just don't hold it for too long because it is forming descending triangle here, which is not a good sign. Just book your profits after taking entry and don't hold it for too long, and take entries according to the mentioned zone. You can make your first entry here at 76.40. Just keep your stop losses tight, take very low leverages so that you will be trading safely. So if you liked our analysis video, just do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.